predict the fall of empires. Living dreams that envision deadly crimes and nightmare visions from which victims never wake up. Can people really see the future? Receive messages from across time and space? Centuries, seers, and prophets.
So I'm gonna make a quick spoken video about the lucid dream, and what I come to understand about it. The lucid dream is something that comes to you whether you want it or not, whether you understand it or not. It'll keep on replaying itself in your mind until you make sense of it, and for whatever reason it is. I mean, people have to accept that we may either have a greater role or a smaller role in humanity. It just depends on what it is you expect out of life, I guess. I mean, look at some of the greatest leaders in the world, the so-called leaders in the world. In the greater scheme of things, their ego was massive, but their real impact on Earth wasn't really all that. They go down in history as defunct, I guess you would say. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you, if my existence in this world has just opened the door for somebody who has a greater importance to humanity than me, then I accept that. So the thing about the lucid dream is a dream that you're going to have, whether it explains itself or whether it doesn't. You just have to understand the conforms and the constructs of the dream if you can. And if you can do it, cool. And if you can't, then just work at it, I guess. My thing about religion in general, in my opinion, is just all about control. It doesn't matter what religion you got. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're at. It's all control. It's all a priesthood. It's all to keep someone or something in power. And that's easy, that's simple. Now, do I think that we need to destroy each other over that? No, of course not. But that's way beyond anything that I have control over. Which, people, you just got to understand that I'm not an advocate. I'm not for or against. I am for the good guy, and I am for the good guy, and I ain't against the bad guy. It just depends on if they do anything to me personally. So, that's just me in general. One of my biggest things is I was watching a show a while back called The 7 Degrees of Separation. It talked about hubs and networks, about people. And what it is to me, it talked about the interconnectivity of people, no matter who you are. And then that was before the advent of what real social media is about. And then now, instead of being people away from meeting somebody, you're only a tweet away, or you're only a text away, or you're only an upload away from talking to the individual that you would want to talk to in this world. Now, would you know what to say to them? To me, they're just people. It doesn't matter what status of life you are. You're just a person. You have something to contribute to this life. Cool. And if you don't, then that's cool also. But don't stand in the way of those who do. And, that's just my opinion of it, generally. Do I think that there's superiority in this world? No, I don't. I believe that everybody's created the same. There's some people that are specialized, because of their regions, and that's about it. Other than that, people are pretty much all the same. Sure, there's difference of opinions and difference of this, there's difference to that. Yeah, so what? That's how life is. But when it comes down to it, humanity is generally the same. And what we need to do is we need to start figuring that out, because we're not going to have forever. I think one of the things that really holds humanity back is this illusion of status. Status means nothing if we don't have it mean anything. If we look at that as any individual, especially one who has amassed power or wealth or anything like that. They surround themselves with a cabal of people that keep them in that power. And without their hub and without their network, they have no power. And that's that's one of the general things about hubs and networks. Now, where hubs and networks come into the lucid dream is where people who know how to read that, and reading the future, or reading especially a lot of future today is just taking a glimpse of history of the past, and then just understanding the agenda, whoever's their agenda, what they want, and what they're willing to do to get it. And it's simple. I think it's time that like-minded individuals, no matter what their personal or what their earthly avatar looks like, should start coming together and start realizing that somebody really truly has to take the lead, so we can move humanity forward, because it needs to move forward. There's things that need to happen in this planet. There's things that need to be realized, and there's obviously there's things that this creation needs to accept, whether we want to accept it or not, whether it makes our brains freaking squirm or not. That's how it's going to be. And if we don't like it, well, then don't. You know, I harbor no ill will towards anybody who doesn't have any ill will towards me first. And I say first, because I'm a vengeful person. And that's how that is. You know, I don't deliberately go out of my way to try to be nice to people so they can do me wrong, so I have a reason to have something against them. That's not what I mean. I try to treat everybody the way that I like to be treated. And if there's people out there who don't understand that, then they learn that. And that's just how that goes. I always tell everybody to seek light, seek the truth, and find out the understanding in this world, so we can get past all the bullshit that holds us separated. We can start we can start looking into all the things that keep us together. And when we do that, hopefully that humanity will take at least a couple steps forward. Because if not, then we're dooming ourselves as a creation, as a species, as everything that we've done. Because in my opinion, there's been greater beings that have been on this planet. Greater beings that have been on this planet. And they were on this planet far longer than humanity. And they're gone. And we don't know where they went. And the greatest secret keeper that we'll ever know, the earth, is not telling us. So, Anyways, like I said, I just wanted to do a quick video on, well, it's not really quick, I guess, at 8 minutes, but, just something on the lucid dream and how the lucid dream works when you apply it to the understanding of technology in the future.
I think our generation is on the precipice of a great question about the extra physical abilities of the mind. I don't know that we'll